cricket ahead of us.
I hope so, Dan. There's a little bit of when I got here to Northampton, the side not wearing the gloves today.
Nice movement away from Shafsi Jaiswal. With the exception of a couple of injuries, he's been a bit of a nearly man, hasn't he? He's been
Commentator's curse, because he starts with one. There's a bit of a loosener opener, really. That nice little loosener, and it did sit up right there. He had all the time in. That's better from Tongue. That's that back of a lengthy bowls. Back of a length. And Rahul is off the mark.
And I think you can interpret it in kind of any way you want as the county grounds.
Just straying a little bit too straight as he timed that. He timed it well enough to pick up on the boundary from fine leg. It's a relatively short boundary. Ended the over. Oh, it's a lovely shot. A little bit too full, a little bit too straight. Slows up in the grass. Going back up the hill as well. They pick up three. Short pulled. No need to run those. From there, all on the ground. 4 runs. Proving expensive here, Tom.
Yeah, a little bit, but
that's better. That's where he wants to be. There's an extra bounce there through to Roo. That's where he wants to be.
There is just a telling sign that that pressure is building. There's a big.
Oh, that's going to be 4 byes. Not quite. 2 straight, 4 runs. Fielded on the boundary's edge.
yeah, that was quite courteous, that, wasn't it, by the
Over pitched again, driven, this time into the offside. Couple balls into this over. Expensive one so far, really.
protection on offer.
Good carry through to Roo, but again. Fuller, half a shout, a bit better. Attempted Yorker, don't see too many of those.
David Capeland. That's a beauty from Wokes, isn't it? And if you were looking up rather than looking down, as that one swings away from. There's a big appeal for LBW, and it's gone. Wokes has got the first. And disappointment from the umpire, and Chris Wokes gets the first of the morning. And I think, as we see,
was as per the batters, really. I made the same. Pitching on middle and leg, sliding down leg stump potentially.
Oh, and it's gone down. A genuine edge, and it's flown through down to the deep third boundary, and it's 4 to finish. But Chris, what time of asking? And it goes down. So a successful over.
You would have expected it to be taken. Certainly, Chris Wokes would have expected that.
And fell on the wrong side. And Chris Wokes just shaping the ball away from
the David Capel end.
Drop and run. Slight hesitation initially.
That's better from Josh Chung. That's where he wants to be. Nipping that. That's good again. Outside off stump. Good from Tongue though. Just one off.
Here, Chris Wokes into bowl, and that is the outside edge from Iceran. It runs down towards deep third. It's not going to go. Tally was played nicely there though. It went straight down. Just decelerated the hands at the point. That one just back into the right-hander. That's it. Oh, and that is appeal for LBW again. It's gone. Chris Wokes has got studded into the back pad, and the umpire again. Ray, India's A captain, has to depart, makes his way back to.
The finger was going to go up there. It was almost a celeb appeal, wasn't it? Who just looked up, didn't really react, turned around.
He's in, and Chris Wokes is bowling again. He does get another LBW appeal. This one a bit high.
It's perfect to the right-hander, isn't it? He pitches it on about leg.
Slips in place to end the over, and that one swings back prodigiously past the stumps, left alone.
Hill with that bustling action.
He's 9 off 26 and starts on the money.
Yeah, I was having to think about that earlier. come through for a single. It would be tight, direct hit from Rahul was relatively comfortably home. It was a brilliant bit of fielding.
Eventually for Karen Nyatt. Real polarising conditions, isn't it, from what we experienced at Hampton. That one's a beauty. Wow. That's exploded. That's chipped through the leg side. It floats up towards the boundary. I think the fielder's going to win as it almost stops in the outfield.
Beginning of the over.
Eddie Jack had just moved Max Holden a little bit squarer towards.
Driven. Nice shot. No need to run those. Oh, tell the sign of a classy player with their on drive, and that was a 52 for 2 ball shy of the 16th over.
A round of applause as he stroked that one down the grounds. There is a just so far in his career. One well played by Rahul, just guides it down through. The members have made their way in and picks up 4.
If you play without a third, which is a lot of time they do in international cricket, so much time, just open the face, run it into a gap, and just picks up what looks like.
That one too straight from Eddie Jack and timed there at the county ground. It's not going to find its way to the boundary.
You do wonder, don't you, how is it possible? How much more time? You think, how much more time can they really have within a split second? And it's a commonly used phrase.
Jack bowling a tight line to Rahul, and he runs it down to deep third, picks up a second run. That's
You'd be waiting for a week, and then eventually you're 25 minutes. Oh, that's a beauty from Josh Tongue. And James Reed, you can see from the position to angle back down the slope or to hold its line.
It's short of a length and pulled away by Rahul. Beats the fielder down short. Almost pulled off the bails by Rahul, 59.
Probably the first boundary Wokes is. It's the Killeen was talking about how England's balances and some half a shout for LBW's potentially sliding down. Right-hand bowler into the right-hander, pitching, nipping back towards the right-hander, and just hit their back. Impressed for the Lions. Cap early in April. He's got another chance to impress here.
Just unfortunate, an occasional injury that's associated to pretty much all of them. None of them seem to be colleagues or friends take your position. There must be something in your mind that thinks are in a bit of a rotational period. Wokes continues and continues.
Almost wild card picks that you perhaps wouldn't. Is a switch from Somerset to Hampshire. As England have always liked him.
It's over. That one driven up over the offside by Karen there. A couple of 4. Not fully in control, I don't think, Karen there, but got it there as if Karen there decided he's going to drive it quite early.
But given there is a
continues from the Lynn Wilson centre end, gets the outside edge, soft hands, and it's guided past Emilio Gay at third slip, and there's going to be another 4 down towards that vacant.
Can you be relatively deliberate? Is it one of those words where you have to be either deliberate or not? It's like when people say it's quite.
Ended on with Rahul finding life a little down to fine leg this time. That time off the thigh pad of Karen Nyatt.
The run rate, and it was just a shade under 3.5. It's now up at 3.9, which just suggests like the bowler's edge, big thick outside edge. Would have been probably a catch had there been a fielder down there. There wasn't, so instead it's going to try and hit one, try and smash it, and he did. 4 more. He moves into the 30s.
Yeah, it just looked like it bounced a
single one. Brilliant. You just love it. End of the over. 5 runs coming off of it for George Hill.
That's a short sleeve. Building.
Yeah, in comparison, it was 5.6, wasn't it, at the end of that first spell for Josh Tongue, and it's just dropped down to 4.67. Start of this.
Driven, lovely shot. Gets that one wrong, Josh. Cover drive there. Patience rewarded. A loose ball and a lovely
through the offside. Crunched and crashed into those advertising hood.
Back of a length, played 9, and that's the end of Josh Tongue's 10th over. 0 for 47 for him. 118 for 2 India.
The order of the day for the Lions.
And it is for Farhan Ahmad as well to come in and bowl at two players of this quality. I think it depends who you are. Be happy with his second spell. I think they'll feel like they should probably have another wicket by now. They would ideally
not a couple of times, but a lot of those have been left alone or they've been played inside the line. Let's not kid ourselves.
Edged, and it goes agonisingly wide over Emilio again from Karim Nair. Chris Wokes can't believe it. Nair.
Really, in this Lions bowling innings, the two bowlers had just started to dovetail and be able to build a
big shout for LBW. Chris Wokes likes it, and that outside edge just cost Wokes on off stump, moves back a tad. Nair was trying to play it through mid wicket, completely 26 for 3.
That's another there that didn't look particularly happy with the of Karim Nair. Again, challenging leg stomp. Certainly not. That's a short wide one, and Jarrell's not going to miss out on the offside. It's a long boundary out there, but there was no way that 6 takes the score up to 133 for 3.
As he said, he isn't going to miss out on that. But that's what you get with young bowlers still developing. Driven. No need to run those over pitch, but we've seen a couple of those from KL Rahul. Moves on to 54. That one will be it. End of the over. 139 for 3.
Then 2 slips and a gully in place, and that's driven beautifully by KL Rahul to Rocky Flintoff. Rahul happy to leave that in the bottom that you find on a Saturday afternoon at
your local ground as Rahul just climbs into that one through the offside. It was over.
Pleased to know first slip is back in, more orthodox.
Just ticked along, didn't it? And that's going to be 10 boundaries as it's a square drive by KL Rahul with a bit of a wide half volley. Yeah, and Jarrell just defend.
Oh, genuine outside edge, a little bit of turn, but promising signs. Jarrell maybe playing for a bit more.
He's going to bowl to KL Rahul, and that's going to be powerfully cut away. Wow, that's incredibly well timed through point. There is a fielder out from him, and to the long back of KL Rahul, who moves up to 87. That one whipped on offer, guided all the way down. I think that's gone for. I think it's indicated 4. That one down the leg side, over-corrected. There is Farhan Ahmad down there. He does well to cut that off inside the boundary rope. Jack continues from the Lynn Wilson centre end, and KL Rahul goes one step closer to. Yeah, it turned into 2 slips and a gully still for England. Back of a length, short arm jab through the leg side, and it's going to run up towards the Briggs and Forrester stand. England have kind of performed with ball in hand through the course of the day so far. I don't know if we'd get a better example.
Felt very much ball for up England, where England are at, almost but not quite at the moment. Well, if short and pulled. There is a fielder out there. KL Rahul walks the long way around as well. Short again, pulled in front of square. That's going to race away. Also brought up the 100 partnership as well between this pair, double milestone.
To continue with 2 slips and a gully, and that has just run back in. It's hurt. Does something happen immediately afterwards as Wokes targets that one down the leg side. Oh, it would have been an almighty catch. Moves up to 99. It wasn't have been. I think you mentioned at the start of the day, describe Wokes as you'd expect, asking questions, and Rahul now just excitement from those Indian supporters.
That's a beauty from George Hill.
One again down the leg side, finer this time. We'll have a look and see. Very fine, and it's going to run all the way up to 4. And Farhan Ahmad just goes 2 straight.
Merge Rayan and Farhan Ahmad into one. Start to call him Freyhan.
It does allow that easy drop into the leg side, though, doesn't it? Which a player of the quality of they've tried to bowl that line, that lane, and Eddie Jack could be something.
Oh, got him! He's bowled him. Deserved. India 247 for 4.
India A's vice captain and wicket keeper.